evening and welcome to my live stream. We are now multi-streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Good evening and welcome to my live. My name is Paul Simmons. I go by the name Paul Addict Mentor these days because I've been live streaming for a while, helping people with their addictions and mental health all over the place, mainly on TikTok, but we are discovering YouTube and Facebook Lives as well. I spent 27 years in active heroin and crack cocaine addiction, and my life was completely unmanageable. I was powerless over my addictions, and it took me a long time to sort myself out. And within that time, I spent 22 years in HMPs up and down the length and breadth of England. I spent times in some notorious prisons that you would have heard of: HMP Parkhurst, Dartmoor, HMP Long Lawton, HMP Laverne, Garth. I could name many, 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 many. So, what am I doing here? I like to tell you some of the things that I got up to and other people got up to within the prison. I like to tell prison tales. And this evening, I've got a few short stories for you that I hope one, you enjoy and have a little laugh about, but two, actually go, do you know what? Wow, I can't believe that stuff happens in prison. Lisa's in the building, Adam Duval's in the building, Jacob's in the building. How are you doing? Hi, hi, hi. So this evening is all about prison stories. And some of them, you're going to be like, Paul, you were really horrible in there. And yes, I was for a lot of the time. I was, and we manipulated and we did what we did to survive. I do not hide from that fact. I just hope you can see why I tell these stories, because people really need to understand, if you put yourself in a situation and end up in prison, these things can happen to you. Yes, I know it's you, Bella. I keep forgetting it's you. Sent you some stars for doing what you're doing. Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, I can't see when you send me stars through because I'm multi-streaming. So if you do just like that, like Bella did, please tell me. Thank you so much. You got to stand your ground as well. Absolutely, Lisa. So this first story I'm going to tell you, it's all about manipulation, really. This is me at my my worst, really, I would say. So, I was on the induction wing in HMP Bullingdon. And I'd been on there for about 4 or 5 days, usually stay on there for about 2 weeks. And then they move you to the standard wing once you've done the induction process. Not all prisons do the induction process. HMP Bullingdon does. So I'm in there, and someone come in from Swindon. Now, this guy swears he knows me. He knows me. We're brethren. I don't know who this person is, right? But he comes to my cell and he goes, yo, bruv, do you smoke? I'm like, yeah, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, yeah, bro, I smoke. Why, go on? He said, listen, I got like the belly. And when someone says the belly, they mean the parcel. And because they put it inside themselves, that's what they call it. Just got to my mate. We'll save it, though. Oh, thank you, Damo, I think. I'm not quite sure what you meant there, Damo, but bless anyway. Right, so he's telling me he's got the belly parcel, which means because people put drugs inside themselves, you know what I mean? It's in the belly. So they got the big belly parcel, the fat parcel, yeah? So he's telling me, he said, mate, I've got like an ounce of weed, I got a phone, I got a cue of heroin. Me and you, we are going to be living right now. I'm like, sweet, man. My jewels has come in. Good evening, Craig, as well. My beautiful people, my recovery rovers are coming in tonight. I know that's all very well, So he's come into my cell. I'm like, yeah. what you got then, bruv? And he's whipping out these parcels. He's broke me off a bit of gear straight away, because he knows what time of day it is, man. Look after me, otherwise you're in trouble anyway. So he's given me a couple of bits and bobs. He's banged up at lunchtime, right? So my head's going, how can I get this? Hey, Waggle, oh my God, good evening to my life. If you are following me and if you are not following me on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Cheryl Roper's in the house. Good evening, girl. How are you doing? So, he's banged up. We're all banged up over lunch. I've sat there smoking this heroin. And yes, people, that happens in jail. Don't get it twisted. There are lots of drugs in jail, mainly spice these days, but sometimes you get the odd parcel in. Oh, it's one Tucker's in the building. One, my G. I know you've been struggling recently, but I know you're on it, my G. Right, so I've banged up. And he's come down straight to my cell after unlock, right? So we've come down to my cell and we're sat in my cell. And he's saying, mate, I was so paranoid over lunch, you know. I don't think I can hold this. I'm going to get my brethren to hold it. I'm like, right, bruv. Don't worry about that. I'll hold it for you. I got you, bruv. I got your back. I'll hold your things for you. And he's going, what? You do that for me, bruv. You hold my things. I'm like, brother, I got you. I got you. Right? Hey, big man, stay clean, whatever you do. I promise you in the house, that is a 100% guarantor right here, because you know what? I am living my best life since I got clean, sober, non-active for my addictions. And I'm telling you, things are blowing up for me. Honestly, it's amazing. So he's come to my cell now. He's told me he's paranoid. He's saying, right, you hold it for me, right? So I've got his parcel. We're having a little chill over, in the afternoon. Bang up comes about 4:30. He's banging up. I'm banging up. Not going backwards now, folks. No. You look backwards, you fall over your own feet. That is a fact. So I've got this parcel now, and, I'm in my cell. I'm thinking, boy, you've just landed the mother shit, man, and you didn't even have to break any heads to do it. You do such good. Thank you, Cheryl. Honestly, I really do appreciate. I just want to bring love, unity, and information, man. Information that is in my head can do so much for our communities, man. I just need the funding. I need people to hit my Just Giving page up and please fund, because we got so many ideas, but we really do need the funding. Right, so I'm in my cell now, yeah? And I got a big block of H there. I got a big block of weed there. I'm skinning up a big paper. I got Rizzlers to die for, tobacco. Everything's good, right? But I'm not stupid, so I've wrapped up the 3 parcels, put it between my ass cheeks, right? Because, you better be safe than sorry. I'm sat in my cell about 6:30 p.m., laid on my bed, smoking this big L paper split. I'm talking a bit, sorry. I'm talking like something like that. I'm laid on my bed. My door's just gone ka-chung. They've bust in the door. Whitney Neal says, hope you and Sasha and the kids are a great evening. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much, Whitney. So they bust through my door. It stinks. My cell stinks like it's like we're in yard, man. Like we're back in America where it's legal to just smoke. I've stunk the whole landing out, so the screws have walked in now. They're going, right, Simo, cell search. Craig says, where else are you going to go other than your ass? I know. There's the only one place I could put it, really. So they've gone cell search. I've got fucking tobacco on the side, Rizzlers on the side. It's a mess. It's a mess of a situation. I'm like, oh my God. So they're going strip search. Now, I normalise strip searches now. But that's the thing you lot don't understand. If you end up in prison and you're going to have to be strip searched, it's very dehumanizing. If I did time, we'd definitely kill someone. I'd be trapped for life. Well, you say that, mate. You never know. Jarrett Brooks, my G. Yes, my G. Everyone check Jarrett out. He's on Facebook. Check him out. He's an up and coming rapper. He's doing his thing. Right. So they've come in now. They're saying strip search. So I took my top off. I'm calm in it. I'm like, I got this shit cheats, man. I am good. So took my bottoms off. Now I'm clenching that, yeah, because I'm trying to get undressed, right? But I'm trying to keep my ass cheeks clenched at the same time. So let me just pop that there so I can read that in a minute. So I've done this, right? And they're going, right, Paul, you need to squat. And I'm trying to squat, but I'm trying to squat with my legs together. So I've gone down and I've just heard pop. I know, it was like a big, and it just dropped on the floor. And this is the beaut. This is the beaut. They've gone to me, Paul, what the heck is that? Remember, I had 3 parcels and one's dropped out. I've literally gone, it's a phone box. I've literally gone, boom. Yeah, it's a phone box. Like, it's a phone, right? But I've still got the other 2 parcels. So they've taken the phone, they've banged me up. Let me see. Worst part is we all know where the drugs in jail have been before we get them, yet we still will instate them for known it's been at least one. Come on, bro. I appreciate the love and the stories, man. Come on. I love telling these stories. Now and then, boy, you're well. Come on, Nemesis. I'm really good. Right? So, what this parcel's dropped out now? Because I ain't thick. I ain't. No matter what people would say about me, I promise you, I'm not a stupid guy. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do that, yeah? So, the parcel's dropped out. They've banged me up in my cell, so now I'm banged up until the adjudication. Man's coming to my cell. They're going, raw, what? I'm like, bruv, they come and they gripped up the parcels, right? And man's going nuts. He's saying, rah, no, I ain't having that. And remember now, I also had little bits just plotted around the cell. So when the adjudication come, it was 4 trace amounts of heroin, tiny like a split's worth of weed, and a mobile phone. But, you know, I'm a bit smarter than the average. When it comes to jail, I don't care what anyone says. So, when they slid the nick in under the door, I've gone to everyone, yo, go grab my man. Come. I ain't having no one saying I'm dodgy, you know. I ain't having no one say I'm going to do some dodgy move. Come. And he's come to my door. Remember, we're only through the flap like that, you know. And I'm saying, look, bruh, just so you know, I ain't that guy. Go, look, H, weed, phone. Now tell me you're sorry. And the guy's gone, Paul, you know, bro, I'm really sorry, bruv. I know I should have accused you, man, but, you know, that's a lot of things. I went to the block, took the nick in for the phone, and just so you know, I ended up going to court for that phone, and I actually got a proper charge for that phone. I ended up going to Crown Court and got a conditional discharge for a bloody mobile phone. Crazy, right? But then, you know, he's chilling. He's got banks off the wing, and I'm sat there with 2 of the most beautifully crazy big parcels in the jailhouse. Yeah, to be honest with you, that got me in more trouble. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't have got involved in about 4 fights. Do you know what I mean? Someone trying to hot water me. Yeah. And, you know, it's kind of chaos. So even though I managed to hustle the belly parcel of someone, the moral of that story was, though, even though I got all that, it cost me so much drama. So that is my perfect hustle story. Never trust someone with your shit if you go in jail, because there's always someone trying to make a move. And if you think I'm one, a few and far between, you're crazy. There's many, 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 many people like me. Many in there, or what I used to be like. Was it sugar? Yeah, sugar water, Craig. Sugar water caught me on my sleeve. Tiniest little bit. That's another story. Prison napalm is brutal. Yes, it is. You know, I've talked about this before. If you want to know what prison napalm is, it's a kettle left on boil. So you wrap a bit of cloth around the off button so it just stays on. And then you add a bag or a bag and a half of sugar. And, you know, whoosh, if that catches you, it's like throwing boiling hot syrup at someone. My missus hot teased me after I had a headshake. I came in too late, bro. Oh, you're hilarious. You're hilarious. Right, I got one more beauty for you. And this is one. Well, I've got a choice of 3 stories in. Let me just think. Right, I'm going to tell you a jail story. This is a very short jail story. It's a sad jail story, but this is a true story. And the female officer that said this, really, she should have had her head taken off. And that's coming from me. And I'm about to tell you this story. What stories have I missed? You've just literally missed a little one, Nikki, but this is on replay. So even though you've missed the beginning, you can still catch up. These are only about 25 minutes long ever, these stories. Like hot bean spotted on the center of burns through the skin layer. Yeah, something like that. Seen people damage, some done in the early 90s with the old PP9s. Yeah, PP9 battery, the big square battery, Peeps. Remember that? And it had the 2 springs on it. It was like 4 big batteries together. They used to go in a sock many a night. Watch them every night. Thank you, Nikki. Honestly, I really do appreciate that. And please, if you are watching me on Facebook and you can afford to send the stars, please do, because they help with the funding situation. Right. This is the horrible female prison officer. There are many of them, but this is just one story I got for you. I was on a wing, and there were 2 brothers. 2 brothers in the jail. This happens quite a lot. 2 brothers, always, you know, brothers, cousins, families, you know, as you get in trouble, you're from the same ends. There's a high probability you're going to end up in the same prison. And we're all banged up at night, and I could just hear bare commotion. Bare commotion. I'm not sure what's going on. Remember, we are all in cells. Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. And please do that. If you do send me stars on Facebook like that, please tell me. I'll be able to check it at the end and send you all thank yous and stuff. But it doesn't show me because we are streaming on 2 platforms at the same time. So there's this commotion going on, and I don't know what the hell's going on. But I can hear one guy shouting, and he's going, just hold on, bruv. You're going to be all right, bruv. Don't worry about it, bruv. Da, da, da. Come to unlock in the morning. We didn't get unlocked. So now you know there's something going on. And the whispers start coming out the window. I hear this guy saying, yeah, my brother died last night, right? So now we know there's been a death. He'd been smoking spice. He had asthma. He had a asthma attack. They couldn't get to him in time, and he died. So this is a situation. You can imagine the whole jail now is on eggshells. Crack used to smell like toothpaste to me. I'm not quite sure what to say about that comment, to be honest with you, mate. Anyway, so the whole jail, if you can imagine when there's been a death in prison, right, it is not a great environment to be in, right? Because it affects people in very serious ways. We get to know these individuals, you know, we spend all days. You get around in little crews and you're all sitting in cells and you're having a little chat. If someone's lucky enough to have a PlayStation or something, you'd be sitting there and you're playing PlayStation with each other. It's a community, a very dysfunctional community, but it's a community nevertheless. So, um, so it's all a bit dramery right now. And I'm walking along the wing, and I see this guy, and he is in agony. He's in bits, and these guys walking him. He's walking with a big group of people around the wing, trying to like console him that he's heard his brother die on the two landings below him on the same wing. Absolutely messed up stuff. And then I hear this. These words were uttered from a prison officer. If I was a nasty person, I'd name her, because these are all stories, by the way. I've got most of these are written down in my prison diaries. And she said this: well, we needed the space anyway, so at least we've got an empty cell now. That's what a prison officer said when a prisoner died in the jail. At least we've got an empty cell now. These are the people that are tasked to help bring criminals back into the community. Now, I know prison officers are not educators, but they are there to do a task, and they failed this one terribly. But that's not the first time I've heard prison officers say inappropriate things. And I will tell you in other events. But that one stuck in my mind so bad. She had shocking ginger hair. She was absolutely vile with her personality. But that one shook me to the core. Right. This last one, as you know, I'm a mentor, and I talk about mental health within prison a lot because it's a real important subject. Mental health and addiction are come as one. Well, all right, I'll stop a minute. Off topic, but did you ever have your own line out your window trying to intercept all the time? Craig, I intercepted a few lines in my times. If you're quick and you snap it real quick, I used to do that a lot. Yeah, I intercepted lines. Of course I did, Craig. Because I was a meanie and I had a brain on me shoulders, and that's what I used to see it swing past. I get the razor blade ready, flip, snap, it's gone. No one can say nothing. Anyway, let me get to this one. I thought you might have. Oh, cheers, Uzi. I don't know what to say about that. So this one's interesting. This is about looks. How people can react to a single look in a prison situation. I tried every night. I once paid 50 baht for a mint. Oh, dear. Dear. Right, can we stick to the subject matter, please? Right. This story is messed up. It is a bit messed up. But I actually feel sorry for the guy more than anything. So this is what happened. I'm in the dinner queue or somewhere, and I've been on the wing for a while, so I got on with most people. I didn't really have dramas with many people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, it might be God's honest truth. I just want to stick to the subject matter a minute, dude. Because when we talk about drug, it's really difficult because I do want to talk about all that. Like I said, I've just openly talked about drugs in the jail, but these are all, I tell these for a reason. It's not, they've always got a reason I'm telling you these things. Right, so me and this guy, we'd had I'd say I just looked at him funny. I don't know what it was, and I'm just minding my own business with my boys, just literally minding my own business. I've walked down the landing, walked past this guy's cell, He's a very quiet guy, Muslim guy, minding his own, wasn't involved in loads of business or nothing. But he had some serious issues. I've walked past his cell and I've just seen from the corner of my eye, I've seen him make a fast movement. So I've ducked thinking he's trying to punch me. And I've just seen all this water flash over the top of my head. Literally dash onto. There we go. Right, sweet. Literally, he dashed this kettle of water, just water, over and missed me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Slipping in this water. And as I'm slipping in this water trying to go up, this guy's come running at me with a fucking chair, tried to lick it off the back of my head. And I've put my arms up, managed to grab the chair leg. I swear to God, man, the lick I give him with this chair, he should still be feeling it today. I swear to God, I grabbed this chair, literally yanked it off him. Now, I am not the most violent guy, but this guy's tried to hot water me, and then, whilst I'm supposed to be down with the hot water, he's trying to smash me over the head with a chair. So I licked him in the side of his jaw with his fucking chair, and I swear it was the sweetest noise. But this is the mad thing. We've both been nicked now, both been put behind our doors, because that's what they do. They put you behind your door when you've been done for something violent, and you have to wait until you go down a block. So the next day, or no, the day after, we go down the block. So we've done a whole about 30 hours behind the door. Bang up. We go down the block. They put us in separate holding cells, which is very unusual. He's gone in first. I ain't got a clue what this crazy guy has said. But I'm like, listen, I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. I just, I don't know what to tell you, because that's always my go-to when I was in jail. Don't know what to say. I walked in ready to back myself, thinking, man, this is a GBH charge on the rise. I've walked in there and they've gone, Mr. Simmons, I'm going to say Craig. Craig has said he thought you looked at him and then he decided you were trying to kill him. So he's just gone and he's admitted everything. Your charges have been dropped. And that was that. But that is, real talk, the madness of prison. You can look at someone the wrong way and it can end up being serious issues. People go to their cell, snap open a razor blade, put fucking in a toothbrush, light it, you got yourself a real nasty weapon. So if you ever end up in jail, and I really hope you don't, and I don't wish jail on my worst enemy, but if you do, be bloody careful, because it's crazy in there, and you can end up, well, some people never get out the front gate. For real, prisoners say nothing to each other over. Yeah, over nickel fights. Absolutely, mate. It's a no comment all the way, bruv, and we'll deal with it in a cell next time. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed telling them. This was Paul, Addict Mental Simmons, doing his prison tells. Have a fantastic evening, and thank you so much for your support.